Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm for what is possibly episode 14. I'll take a guess. We stood in field number 25. The reason for that, this is the field where I just had all year round barley growth. It wasn't dying off, it wasn't withering, it wasn't being harvested. And there's no way I could have kept it like that because it just looked daft. Like, in January, massive field of barley. So what I did at the end of the last episode, after sort of signing off, I put it down to ×1, and we spent a good. It took us a while. It took us a good couple of hours. You'll be able to see how big the field is there. So it's a decent sized field. We spent a good couple of hours harvesting. We baled the straw, and then we cultivated it. I was going to put a crop in as well. I was going to put canola in, but I didn't. I'm just going to see if it sort of resets itself. And the reason we've done that is to try to get it to reset, so we don't have that issue all year round. I'll show you the. Basically, I've benefited in some ways, and I've lost out in others. You can see land purchase and land sold there. That's just where we've bought and sold it back. Vehicle leasing costs, you'll see, is quite high, 11 grand. There was quite a few things that I leased to do it, so we've spent quite a bit of money, and you'll see that vehicle running costs as well, over 15 grand. That's because I had to repair the 9RX. So there's 26 grand straight away. Just for doing that. There'll be been some wage payment, but there won't have been much, maybe about 27 grand. So yeah, that whole sort of ventures took us about 27 grand. Where are we at? That's what I want. But our barley is now up to 230. I think we got something like 140 to 150,000 litres off that. And it wasn't even, I don't think it was fertilised. It needs lime and it needed ploughing as well. So I think it might have been fertilised once. The yield bonus was something like 20%. It was really low. So yeah, I wanted rid of it to try to get it to reset. While we on that, I realised we didn't complete our contracts off yesterday, so we had that fertilising contract in field 1. We're going to get 35 grand back for that. We had that sown contract, but we're going to get 10,500. That was field 23. That was such an awkward field to set a worker away on. It was just ridiculous. I ended up just doing it myself in the end. And a spraying contract there, 32.5. I'll show you, before I go up, I'll show you what field 23 was. There, that one there. Now it looks pretty straightforward because you would think it would just go up there, but they don't. The workers go like that, which means they're constantly getting stuck. It doesn't even matter if you put headlands on, which I did. They're constantly getting stuck around the edges, so it was so awkward to do. Balance wise, after them contracts, that takes up to 468, so we'll live with that. We'll get back down. That's one of our farms there. I think that's our cow farm there. We'll get back down there and get started with the episode proper. Okay, so we're back over to our grass field. Is this field number 4? It is, yeah. I've brought over this, I'll put it back on ×5. I'll tell you in a second why I put it down. I've got this power harrow, this 6040. I brought it over with the 6R, just for I've found it's a lot easier transporting stuff with this than it is with the 9RX. So this says it can create fields as well. But I've not used it. It is a mod, and it's one of them where it says recommend you you only lease it, not buy it. Right, I'll put the help menu on just for now. Allow create new fields. I could have used the 6R. This is 6R, isn't it? Not 6N. Yep. I could have used the 6R, but it was sort of tight on horsepower requirements, so that's why I thought I wouldn't bother. Right, there we go. Leave that little boundary there as well. 6 mile an hour, it's going to take a while this. Yeah, I put it down to ×1 because initially I leased a plow, a John Deere plow that's I think it's like 6 or 8 meters. I can't remember what it was, but basically it was massive. It didn't fold up, and it just wasn't suitable for the map. It'll be brilliant for when other maps come out, maybe American, Australian maps. I want to leave a boundary. I'm not. Yeah, when other maps come out, it'd be fantastic for. I used a very similar one quite a lot on Stone Valley on FS19, and it was perfect, absolutely perfect for it. But on this map, firstly, I couldn't get it down the main road. Well, it's not a main road, is it? I couldn't get it down the road from the store to the farm. I had to reset it to the farm just to get it down there, and then I couldn't actually get it anywhere near this field. Just wouldn't fit through any of the gates or anything. So unfortunately, it was just that little bit too big. Where this is 6 meters, but it folds up. So if you didn't realise, if you didn't watch, I think it was the last episode, I'm sure it was the last episode we were talking about, this is getting, it's going to be seeded again, reseeded with grass. I'm just making sure the conditions are absolutely perfect for it, so that we get a better yield. Because the thing that I'm quite concerned about is the amount of TMR that the cows are taking up. And to be fair, the amount of hay that the sheep are using now as well, it just seems to have increased massively. Get the help window off now. So yeah, we need to make best use of our grass fields. The other thing with that is we won't be cutting, now that we've got sheep in there and we've got cows down at the cow farm, we won't be cutting them fields anymore. So we're not going to be able to rely on that, which is what we could do beforehand. I want to leave that little track in place if I can. Yeah, I'm going to be able to. Right. So there's two sources of either hay or silage straight out the window. So that's why this we're going to reseed with grass. That middle field we might buy and reseed with grass as well. I wanted to put, I mentioned about putting canola in them two fields over there. The if you look at the pig farm where the other John Deere is, the field next to it and then the one next to that where you initially come into this part of the map. I was going to put canola in there, or sunflowers, to give to the pigs, but I'm going to have to leave tracks in it to get to it, and I think the way the gates are, I'm not going to get as much in as what I thought I would. So I think I'll have to knock that idea on the head and look for another field, I think. Or if there's a contract come where I can do them crop types, then just do that. The sheep as well, I've noticed, the sheep seem to have stopped moving in the... I say that, is that one doing it? Oh, is that one doing it now as well? I can't really tell from here. But they started doing that walk where they were just sort of hovering above the map. And it looked like they were on sort of tracks rather than actually walking. I'm hoping that stopped. When I was on the map, when was it? After yesterday's episode, when I was just sort of finishing off moving vehicles back to where they should be and stuff like that. See, that one's walking alright. They weren't doing that, so hopefully that's stopped. What I will do, I'll put the rest of this, I'll put a time lapse on now. Oh, that one's moving a bit funny, isn't it? That's not working properly. I'll put a time lapse on and we'll come back close to the end. Right, so we come back and we're in another field. We're in the one just next to the chickens. We finished off field number 4. And this is, if you've been watching all the way through, this is the one where it used to have the stables in it. But we sold the building for it, just knowing that we were never going to do horses, especially after the experience of horses on Elm Creek. Just that wasn't going to happen on this map, so I thought we'd get this one done as well. The reason why we haven't done the one in the middle there is basically because we don't own it. We would need to buy it, which I might do. We'll see towards the end. What I might do is buy it and then maybe plow it off camera, possibly. Right. So that's that done. We're not... I'm saying that we might need the seeder. I was going to say we're not going to need this tractor anymore, but I can't remember what the power requirement was for our seeder. So what I'll do is I'll leave the tractor over here. And then this can take it back. What we're going to need to do, and I'm going to have to go and spend money again on hiring one. Or do I? Do I? I might not. What I was going to say is, we need a spreader for lime. However, I'm not sure how much it's affected on grass fields and whether it is or whether it isn't. On 19, I always used to do it. So if I was creating new grass fields, I'd put lime down as well. But then I've seen arguments to say that you don't actually need to for a grass field. So, I don't know. We'll go and pick up our seed and we'll start putting grass in. There's our dog there, just seems to get everywhere. I say our dog. He doesn't have a name. We rarely feed him. We pay him absolutely zero attention. Right, let's put that in here for now. I don't think we'll need it. It is leased. I don't think we'll need it, but oh, you'll see our truck's back over it. I brought that over when we were harvesting field 25. I hired a trailer and used our own truck. Right, can I put grass in with this one? Yes. I don't know what the horsepower requirement is for it though. Cedars. 230. I'll be able to do with this one. What I will do though before is I'll refuel. To be honest, I could do with doing the maintenance on it as well, but I'll not do it now. Right, there we go. I need as well, and I haven't even looked to see if you can in this one, but I want a smaller tractor to do it. I need a tractor that I can put narrow wheels on. Mostly for things like fertilising our fields. So our wheat field now, in fact all three of our big fields need fertilising. But certainly the wheat field, if I try to fertilise that now I'll damage the crop and I don't want to do that. See, this is the issue I'd have. If I put canola in here, I'd need a track going through it, and I wouldn't just need a track coming to that gate, I'd need a track going to the chickens as well. And then for this one, I'd need a track coming through here and going to the sheep. That one's not as bad. If I bought this field, that one wouldn't be as bad. Oh my god. So I could potentially still put canola in this field. Right. Are we even there? Now we are. Let's get close to the edge. This is why I wanted a bit more of a border. Because I'm just going to keep getting stuck on the side, aren't I? I mean, this tractor's pulling is absolutely fine, even in the state it's in. But yeah, I've been waiting for a smaller tractor to go into the use machinery, and they're just not. There is one in there at the minute, there's that one, however, it's not really a one that I'd want. It's one of the electric ones, isn't it? But you can't get narrows on it, which totally misses the point of why we would want it. Not too early there. But yeah, I would have thought one of the smaller tractors would have gone in by now. I've had a look to see if we can buy them new, and for between sort of 60 and 70 grand we can get a decent one that we can get narrows on, we can fit with a front loader, all around sort of 100 horsepower. But we're not really wanting to spend that money at the minute. But I'm gonna have to. I mean, I could hire one, I suppose, or even lease one of the self-propelled ones, but it's gonna be a lot. Right, I can't even see where the edge of that is. There, I think I'm just on the edge now. I've got the sun absolutely bouncing off the TV. I don't know what width this is, but it's covering it really, really quickly. I bought this though, isn't it? This isn't the one we started with. I'm sure I replaced the one we started with this one. I did it with quite a bit of machinery, didn't I? I don't know how long this will... The thing I need to know as well... Am I missing somewhere? I need to know this whole... grass growth stage thing, and I still haven't watched... I was sent a video by Felden and I still haven't watched it, I just haven't had time. And it might even explain it in there. But I just don't know about the growth stages on seasons. Right, let me finish this. I'm going to have to get rid of this sun off the TV as well. I'll finish this and I'll come back. We've jumped over to the other field again. I think, to be honest, this cedar, although we'll never have to use it again in this field, it's too big. It's covered it quickly, but especially going around the edges, it was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Right. Is there a bit in the middle? Yeah, there is. I can see it, there it is. Right, so you can see bits around the edges I just couldn't get, especially that bit I just couldn't get to. There's odd bits in there, but I'm not bothered about things like that. So yeah, 2 new grass fields there. I say 2 new ones. 2 ones that have been ploughed up and seeded. And I will watch that video. In fact, I might even watch it tonight. In fact, I will watch it tonight because I will have about 3, at least 3 videos to edit tonight. So I'll be able to put it on while I'm doing that. Because editing can be so monotonous. Especially when there's been loads of jumps. Like sometimes you'll do a video, you'll be just on for recording for like 25 minutes, something like that. And you're done. Editing wise, there's nothing more to do really, apart from add a little bit of music. Maybe the first and last transition, something like that. And it's brilliant. But then, when you're jumping all over and you're adding time lapses, and you know you're having to cut bits because something's happened in between, or it's an absolute nightmare. Right, what are we doing? Close that. We need to get these fertilised, and we need to get the others fertilised as well. But we also need, tell you what, is there still an information screen here? No, we don't want that. There we go. Animals. Right, pigs. Corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes. Okay. Right, so can them pigs... Oh, it's not going to show up, is it? Let's... We'll go and get pigs, because I've been saying for like at least the last 2, possibly even 3 episodes that we're going to get them at the end of whatever episode we're at, and we just haven't. So if we go and do that now, I'll take a load of corn over. In fact, no we won't. I'll take a load of wheat over, or barley, sorry, because the chickens need a load of it. I don't know why I've come this way. This is the hardest way to do this. I found it was when I was doing the harvesting on that field 25, and I was using the wagon and the like Arctic trailer. If I'm facing down, it's a lot easier. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Right, reset that. Say reset, and I've got Peyton Man in my head. Reset, reset. Right, barley. We'll fill this. I can't fill, and I need to remember this as well. I can't let the pigs fill with just barley, because if I do that it won't get any of the other. The way FS22 works, unless it's been changed, and I don't know. it'll go 100%, won't it? With barley, you can't just fill to a certain point with one crop type. Which I can do with these. Right, let's see. So we've got just over 12,000 litres there. Oh my god. So it's just took just under 7. That should be them fed for ages now though. I was gonna I knew that was gonna happen. I was gonna park to the side to let the 9RX out, then I thought I might as well put this in because I need the trailer in there anyway. And then I decided to drive into the wall. Close this gate. We'll fertilise them fields in the next episode, I think. Right, is this the trigger here? No. Right, let's put interactive markers on. There it is. Right, 6 months. It's really, I want to buy these, don't I? I can have 400. I have no idea which ones are better, if any. But I'm going to go with these. So we'll get 60 there. And we'll get another 60. Right, let's get interactive markers off. So 120, they'll start reproducing now. Let's get some grain into them, and they also need water. How am I going to get slurry off these? Do I need to put a slurry tank in there? Or am I not going to get slurry off them? Yep, it's alive. Right, I'll put all that in there, because that shouldn't take up anywhere near the amount. Yeah, it's not going to. Oh, look at them running over there. I do like how it does that on this game. Right, I'll go and fill up the corn and I'll come back. Just over 12,000 litres of corn. I mean, people, more than any other animal on BlackcatFS. Pigs seem to divide people's opinion. I personally think you can make a fortune out of them, and I use them in lots of, not just Let's Plays that I've recorded or series that I've recorded, but in games that I don't record as well, because I think they can be an absolute goldmine. With regard this corn in particular, it's free. I got 70,000 litres from doing a contract, so it doesn't really bother us. Right, so that's took us up to 17,000. We need water. I'm not going to fill the food up right to the top, certainly not now. I'll do it. I'll do that off camera if I absolutely need to. But let's go and get some water, and we'll put that in. Water is inbound. If anyone knows how I can start getting slurry from these, then if you can let us know, that would be really appreciated, because I'm sort of building towards certainly the first. Basically, I'm trying to get our farm as sort of self-reliant as possible. Why does this do that? I don't know why this does that. The trigger's not right in the sheep field either. Definitely needs water. Yeah, I'm trying to get the farm as sort of self-reliant as possible. I don't expect that every year I'll get both lots of fertilising on every field done with slurry. However, if I can get every field one application on, probably the first application, then that'll be great. Right. Right, well it says it's there. But it's not showing up. Let's just put this on a second. See, that shouldn't make any difference. Oh, don't say we've just wasted a load of money and we can't give them water. Is anyone else having this issue as well? Right, let's see if I can go and give this to the sheep. Like I said, I have had issues with this one as well, but it does eventually pick up. He says. See, it's not even working on here now. That's the angle I normally get it at. Backing up from there, and then just as it starts hitting, there. Right, plenty of water in there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and fill this back up, and then return to the pigs and see if we can get that sorted. I'll look along. Right, so we're back on. As you can see, quite a bit of time's passed, and I've also been on a test map on Calmsden, and I've managed to figure out what was wrong with it. So before we left, basically the interactive markers here, I've switched them off now. It didn't matter where I went, it just wasn't registering. What I've ended up doing is raising the ground here. Now if I drive up on there, it'll register. So let's go and do that quickly. So if I go up on here, it doesn't work. There we go. Right, so that's how we've got round it. We are going to be able to have pigs. It makes us wonder as well if in the sheep paddock there's the sheep on tracks again. I'll move this. I'll take this out of here. It makes us wonder if the sheep water zone needs lifting a bit as well, because that doesn't register until the back wheels bump up on top of the actual trough. Couple of things. We are literally about to end the video, but a couple of things before then. Pig food. It's £900 per 1,000 litres. It'll be cheaper buying pig food than it will be using our own. Because that corn, for instance, sells at, what's corn? It's over 1,000 though. Yeah. So corn sells at 1,200 there. What month are we in now? And we're not even in the highest month either. And also barley in December, and you're nearly at £1,000 there already. So we'd be best off just buying a load of pig food and using that, and that'll fill all requirements. I've been and done a couple of loads. So I've put a couple of loads of 2 loads of corn in, 2 loads of barley. Obviously we haven't got the canola or sunflowers, and we don't have the root crops either. And we've also give a load of water to them. The thing, when I've been doing it, we are definitely going to buy a bigger water container. There's no way we're doing 6,000 litres at a time when they take so much. So yeah, we'll get that. And we need it for the sheep and the pigs anyway, so we may as well. What else was it? Oh, probably the last thing before we sign off on this one is, when I was off there, I had to go out the game and come back in just as I was like going on the test map. An extra contract. Oh, and I say an extra one, the only one for today, because no other contract popped up for this in-game day. So we did that, just a fertilising contract on field 23. That was the one that we seeded in yesterday's, in the last episode. So that gets us nearly £8,500. And that, I don't think there's anything in there. No, there's nothing in there for us. And that, I think, is where we're going to leave it today. Next episode, I need to decide whether I'm going to buy this or not. I don't know whether to just buy it now. Should I buy it? It's only 30 odd grand, isn't it? 43. But what would I do with it? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know, because we've got a lot of stuff that we need to buy. So I might leave it for now. Right, that is where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.